Oh, what's up, guys? Today I wanted to make a video showing you how I get cars booked. I mainly use Central Dispatch, which I'm about to show you, and you gotta pay to have that subscription, and it gives you access to all the loads that are posted by the dispatchers. My in my business, I don't really source jobs directly. I go through like a third party, and that's what Central Dispatch is. All the dispatchers who get cars from the customers, they post it on there, and then owner operator truck drivers like myself go on there, and they search for the loads that their route that they're on, and they'll get them booked through the dispatcher through the customer. So it's a pretty good service, and that's how I'm able to work when I want. I just set a schedule, like a time frame of when I'm gonna pick up cars and drop them off, and just get cars that are available along that route and the days that I'm offering to pick them up. So let's get into it. I'll show you the first one right now, which is Central Dispatch. Now we're going to search for loads posted by the dispatchers on here using their search. I have a saved search in here already, the route that I do pretty much all the time. And actually, let me show you what it looks like when you're putting in a new search. So we'll go here, we'll edit it real quick. You can do your radius in which you want to find the cars. So medium radius from Dallas. It's normally like 100-mile range from Dallas, and your destination is anywhere you want it to be. I have it Tulsa right now, so Dallas to Tulsa with a medium radius. And then you can select what type of equipment you're looking to ship. I always do just vehicles, so I have all selected because they don't normally post things other than vehicles. But if you want to search something specific, then you can select and sort how you'd like it. If you have a enclosed trailer, you want to go here and put what kind of trailer you have. You can also search for driveways. I haven't seen any on there that are where you can have someone take you and drop you off and just drive it to wherever they need it, because they could just do it themselves. So there isn't a lot of driveway. Enclosed trailers normally make more money, but I have open trailers, so we'll select that. And if you have a winch or not, here's what you want to select. If you can pick up vehicles that don't run, you can winch up on your trailer. You can put the number of vehicles you're looking to ship. So if a company posts more than one vehicle, then you can sort it to where if you have a 3-car trailer, you can select one. I'm just going to do all, so it pulls up the most results. You can select how far out you want to ship the cars. So 2 days is about average. I mean, they normally get them loaded and booked the same day, but if you're planning like to go on a trip in a couple days or however long, I think it goes up to 60 days, you can do it that way, and they'll show everything that's available from today until 60 days from now, and they'll post the date in which the soonest it can be picked up. You can set your minimum price for the vehicles being picked up, and you can just sort your results. So 100 per page, and I sort by post date first, because sometimes they don't take loads off the load board when they get dispatched already, and you call them and they say it's been picked up already. You're just wasting your time. So generally, if they post it today, it's still going to be available. And then price, because I want to get the most price first for the loads that I'm looking for. So we'll hit search, and it'll pull up everything that I inputted. So 11 results, that's not bad. Wow, the first one right off the bat, that's a really good one. It was just posted today. $285 for a little Honda Civic going from Garland, Texas to Commerce, Oklahoma. That's really good. I'd want to get that one. So I would pull up the number right here to the company Backlot Cars, give them a call, and give them the dates when I can pick up and drop off. They already set the price, so you don't have to negotiate on that. If it looks good for you, then go ahead and give them a call. Give them this reference ID so they know which car you're talking about, and they'll get in contact with the customer, and if the customer is okay with it, then they'll dispatch it to you, and then you get in contact with the customer from dispatch information. And it's all through this website, centraldispatch.com, which is kind of nice. So here's another load from Texas. It's within Texas. It's 4 vehicles for $500. I wouldn't be able to get that because I can only fit 3 cars, so I would have to pass on that. Here's one for $300 for 2 trucks that are kind of big, so you're gonna get less gas mileage out of it, and it's going the same route. So I don't see why anyone would go for that, because this one car is almost the same price as 2 trucks. I don't know what these people are thinking. Maybe the customer just doesn't have a lot of money to ship their trucks. I don't know. Here's a good one. You want to look for cash too, cash COD, cash on delivery, rather than company check, because sometimes the dispatchers, like this Auto Dude Wholesale, will set up the payment to where the customer pays them, you ship the car, and then they send you a check in the mail. And sometimes they take up to 30 days to send you a check. So if you get cash on delivery, then you get your money back, since you have to upfront the money to pay for the gas and everything to ship the vehicle in the first place. So cash is always good, instead of waiting there to get paid for a check and you're out, money that you spent on fuel, shipping the car for a whole month, pretty much. I like to go for the in-op vehicles too, because a lot of other carriers tend to stay away from those because you have to have a winch, and you have to back up to the cars. They could be in a tight location. You don't know. And if you got a big semi truck, they try to avoid those. So those work good for me, and they're normally priced good. So this one is staying within Oklahoma. It's $200, so that's actually a pretty good price. And here's this more vehicles so I could fill out my trailer. I could get 3, and this changes throughout the day. Some come down, some get posted up. It just depends on when you go in here and search for the vehicles. So the last thing I wanted to show you about Central Dispatch is they do charge you to use their service, and you have to have your minimum liability cargo insurance. So it's $50,000 per each car in insurance that you have to have. So I have a 3-car trailer, so my minimum is $150,000 cargo insurance, and then every trucking company has to have basic liability, which is $1 million in liability insurance, and that's the minimum. So you'll have to show this Central Dispatch when you're signing up for an account. You'll have to show them your insurance as well as your DOT number. You have to get that set up through the FMCSA, and once you get all that, they'll gain you access to their load boards, but you do have to pay a monthly. Mine's $123, so I think it's the same for everybody. They have different, I think you can be like if you're a dispatcher and you're posting loads, I don't know how much they pay. I think it's cheaper, but for carriers who are looking to get loads picked up, it's $123, so just keep that in mind. Alright, that's Central Dispatch. Alright, now the next load board I'm going to show you is Super Dispatch. It's an app. You can download it off the App Store. I don't know if they have a website or not. I just use it from the use it off the app, and they're really good. Uh, the loads that you can find off here are instant once you find the loads you're looking for. So I'll do the same search from Dallas. I'll do 250-mile radius to Tulsa, and same thing, 250 miles. It's the same thing. You know, you just select all your different search options that you want to use. You can set your minimum price. I'll hit search, and here's the Civic that was on Central Dispatch. So I could go on here. They posted on this one because they're trying to get it shipped pretty quickly. This load board's a little bit less well known, but it's good because you can book it right away. I can set my date to when I want to pick up and when I want to drop off, and you hit book now, and it's dispatched to you. It's that easy using this service. I like it a lot better. The only thing is it's not as well known. As you can see, all these loads on here are from the same company, Backlot Cars, and they're really good at paying. They pay next day. You don't get cash, but they pay you pretty quick, direct deposit, so which is pretty good. So there's actually a lot on here right now. So this one I like to use also because the loads that are on here are from like businesses, like used car dealerships and regular dealerships. So once you get it booked, you don't have to arrange a time with the customer because it's being picked up from a dealership. You know they have business hours, so you're not trying to make it there at a certain time to pick up the vehicles, except for whatever their business hours are, which is good for you because you're not having to schedule a time with the customer that might not be available at the time that you're going to be there because they have work or something. You could just show up whenever you want, and that's what most of the loads on Super Dispatch are. So, all right. So the last one that I'm going to mention real quick is Uship.com. They're another load board service that you can use. You normally get in direct contact with the customers using Uship. I don't have an account set up with them. They require you have to maintain like positive feedback at like 100% or something. So and they take a pretty big cut from the loads that are posted on here. But the good thing about it is it's with customers directly, so you're not dealing with like a third person. You're just getting in touch with the people who are shipping their vehicles directly, and that's good because you can negotiate prices on here as well. And it's also a good service if you are trying to get something shipped. I recommend everybody to use Uship because it's the same thing as the load board. You post it on there and it goes out to whoever's searching for that route that you're on. And like I said, the only thing is they take a pretty big cut, and when you're trying to transfer the money from their website to your bank, that charges a fee too. So I don't like to use them. There's too many fees associated with Uship, but it's a good alternative if anything else. Just to wrap it up, those are the loads, the dispatch services that I use to get my loads booked for the cars that I'm doing. I'm doing it off my phone, so if you're out on your truck and you don't have your laptop with you, it's easy just to go on there and find loads and get them booked. Like if you are trying to do it on the fly, you haven't planned it ahead or whatever, and it's just a way of doing business. I don't advertise. I don't have ads out with my company information, so people trying to ship their cars can find me. I find them, and it's just a lot easier that way because I'm owner operator with one truck and trailer, so I don't really need to have a huge inflow of business, and I kind of get the cars that I need when I want and what works best for me. So anyways, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.